Hey guys, what's going on? It's Uncle Tone. How you guys doing? Today I'm going to have my full review for you guys on the Dunu Ares DN-11 in-ear headphones. Before I get into the actual review, I'm going to take a few minutes to a minute or two, just to explain to you guys who Dunu is, because I did do an unboxing of these already, and if you haven't seen it, there will be a link to it right down there in the bottom bar. And a number of you guys were like, Tone, why are you reviewing Chinese knockoff headphones? These are far and away anything but Chinese knockoff headphones. So I want to take a minute here to start to explain who Dunu is before I get into the actual review itself. I did that in the unboxing video, but apparently a few of you missed it, so we're going to do it again. Dunu is an original OEM headphone manufacturer, also known as TopSound. And basically what they have been doing for the past several years is manufacturing headphones for other companies. A lot of people aren't aware of the fact that companies like, say, Skullcandy or Monster do not manufacture their own headphones. They are made for them by other companies. Kind of the same way Foxconn manufactures the iPhone 4 and 4S for Apple. Apple doesn't make it themselves. It's made for them by someone else to their specifications. Basically, that is who Dunu and TopSound are. They're an original OEM, original equipment manufacturer. They manufacture headphones for other companies, and that's what they've been doing for several years now. By doing so, they have kind of learned the in and outs of headphone manufacturing, and they have now decided to launch their own models of headphones, which they currently have 4 available. Here in front of me we have the Ares that I'm going to be reviewing today. But, you know, they've learned a lot about making headphones, and as such, these are far from Chinese knockoff headphones. I realize they do look an awful lot like Monster turbines, but believe me, they are anything but. Cool beans. So getting into the actual review itself, as I mentioned, I have already done an unboxing on these, so we're going to move the box over here to the side, and we're just going to focus on the actual headphones themselves for this review. Although if you haven't seen the unboxing, I definitely recommend after you watch this, head over and check out the unboxing, because there are a number of accessories included with this one. So if you haven't seen it, it's worth checking out if you're interested in these headphones. So taking a look at the build quality first, you get a pretty standard set of in-ear monitors. They are all metal construction. The cable is about 3.5 feet long, which is slightly longer than your average cable. Your average headphone cable is like 3 feet, 3.1 feet, something like that. These are about 3.5, which I found really handy, actually. That extra few inches I thought was really, really handy to have, particularly now that it's getting colder and everybody's wearing jackets and stuff. Tends to add a little bit of bulk when you're walking around, and sometimes just having a few extra inches of cable is enough to keep these from pulling out of your ears. So I found that to be very, very handy. As I mentioned, they are full metal construction. They're gold plated. This isn't gold coloring. This is actual gold plating, which is pretty cool. Solid metal construction. They have some nice mesh covers over the drivers there, so you don't need to worry about getting anything inside of them or cleaning them out, that sort of thing. They have some nice mesh covers over there, so that's going to take care of you. Some nice strain reliefs here that appear to be pretty durable. And, you know, then moving down to the cable yoke, you have a CNC machined aluminum cable splitter with a slidey metal thing on it. You know, the metal sliders, so you can slide them up and adjust the length of them. Very nice little touch there, particularly on a pair of headphones at this price point. Nice to see all metal construction. And then moving down, of course, to the headphone jack. It is all gold-plated, nice gold-plated connection with a 45-degree angled plug. Again, some nice strain reliefs on it, which should provide you with, you know, plenty of durability. Obviously, these aren't going to last forever, but in the couple weeks that I've been using them, I've had 0 issues with durability. They're still exactly the same as when I took them out of the box. So there you go. This is a nice touch too, this cable wind-up thing. They include this little clasp on them here. And basically what you can do with this is wrap these up, like so, inside the cable wrap here, just like that, and then simply take this and fold it over like so, and kind of bind your headphones together. And this is going to keep them from tangling. And you're probably going to want to do this. If you decide to go ahead and purchase these, you're going to want to use this feature. I would not recommend cutting it off because these do tend to tangle a little bit. The cable is a little bit thinner and a little bit more rubbery than a higher quality pair of headphones is going to have. And as such, they do tend to tangle a little bit. So I definitely recommend using this cable wrap that they've built in here to the jack. It's very handy and helps keep your headphones from getting all tangled up, which is super cool. So that pretty much covers the build quality. Overall, for the $80 that these retail for, I'm pretty happy with the build quality. Certainly, they're better built than some headphones that I've reviewed that actually cost more. So I don't really have any issues with the build quality. They should last you, plenty of time for use. They should have adequate durability. That's what I'm trying to say. You should get a number of years out of these before you need to look into replacing them. Cool beans. Moving on to the sound quality. These are a balanced armature designed driver, not a dynamic driver. And as a result, you're going to see a little bit of a different sound out of these than you would see out of a dynamic driver that's included in, say, the Monster turbines or, the Skull Candy headphones or other models like that use dynamic drivers. These have a balanced armature design driver in them. And basically what that means is these are not for bass heads. If you're into big thumping bass, these are definitely not going to be for you. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of bass there. The best way to describe the bass on these headphones would be tight and punchy. It's there, and there's a nice punch to it, but it doesn't thump like a lot of people like to hear, that bass heads like to hear in their headphones. It doesn't have that thump, which I actually prefer. It's more of an even frequency response than a dynamic driver would provide you with. Armature design drivers are, best suited to the mid and high end of the spectrum. The bass is good, but it's definitely not for bass heads. If you like to hear your headphones thump, these are not the headphones for you. Moving on to the mids. The mids on these are quite possibly some of the best mids that I have heard on a pair of headphones at this price point. They are fantastic. They're really nice and warm and rich, and they really sound fantastic. Moving up into the highs and the treble, nice and fairly crisp and fairly clear, with a nice top off near the upper end of the spectrum where it kind of rolls off. Pretty nice. Not as forward sounding as I would like to hear. They kind of sound like you're back from, the action a little bit, but a really nice trebles. More than adequate for the average person and pretty darn good for an $80 pair of headphones. So that is pretty much going to do it for my review on the Dunu Ares DN-11 in-ear headphones, guys. Would I recommend these versus other headphones on the market that are, at this price point? Absolutely. These are certainly better than some other headphones that I have reviewed that cost more than this. I've reviewed headphones that cost twice as much as this that didn't sound this good. Unfortunately, these are not available in retail stores right now, but you can pick these up on Amazon. Dunu and TopSound does have an Amazon store, which you can head over to Amazon and check out, and they're available there for $80. Which I think, considering everything you get in the package and the overall design of the headphones and the sound of them, is a very reasonable price. It would not surprise me at all if you start seeing these showing up in retail stores and stuff. Dunu has a really solid pair of headphones on their hands here, and I can only imagine they're going to get better with time as they further develop them. So my hat's off to Dunu. Great sounding pair of headphones, and great for an everyday pair of headphones. If you're looking for a pair of headphones that you want to take out and use every day, that you don't need to worry so much about losing or breaking or something like that. Let's be honest, I have my $400, $300 to $400 Monster turbines, and I love them. My Turbine Pro Coppers. But I get nervous about using them at work and stuff because I don't want to break them and that kind of thing. So, because, you know, I mean, they're expensive to replace. So if you're looking for a really awesome, everyday kind of pair of headphones, definitely give these a, you know, consideration. These are certainly worth the $80 they're asking for them. And there you go. Cool beans. So that is pretty much going to do it for my review on the Dunu Ares DN-11 headphones. Thanks again to the very cool people over at Dunu and TopSound for sending these out to me for review. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have any comments, feel free to hit, or questions, feel free to hit me up in the comment box down below. I'll do the best that I can to answer them for you. And if you're feeling cool, don't forget to hit that like button, maybe favorite this video. That definitely helps me out. And that's going to do it for today. We'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Cool beans. Rock on.